From farming to government to space exploration, even here on Mars. Science and technology affects just about everything we do. We're going to learn about AI, a robotic dog, kids making robots, and so much more on this edition of Connected Colorado. Hi everyone, I'm Gary Shapiro. We're here at the Space Foundation Discovery Center in Colorado Springs. We'll learn a lot more about it coming up in just a bit. But first, the Denver Police Department has a new member. It is a robot dog used by the bomb squad, the SWAT team, and lots more.
Well, you guys, we are here. Good morning. We're so happy to see everybody here at Dow this morning. And we have something kind of special planned for you. Are you excited? Let's meet somebody who's never met a school before. Are you guys ready? Yeah! Let's give a round of applause to the Denver Police's newest member.
The Denver Police Department was out at Dow Elementary today. We had a school-wide assembly and our students were tasked with naming the new bomb squad robot.
So we have the new Boston Dynamics Spot Dog robot. It's going to be working with the bomb squad and the SWAT team and all of the Special Operations Division. And the dog robot has a lot of capabilities. It can open doors, reach up high. It has cameras all over it. So it'll be able to help us search buildings and apartments and closets and keep our officers safe. Our robot doesn't have a name, and we chose Dow Elementary to pick the name. So the kids are all going back to their classrooms. There's 17 classrooms. We're gonna have 17 names, and then we're gonna figure out which one is the very best.
Jimmy. Chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers. Ooh, that's an interesting name.
I think we should name it Bob.
Joseph, what do you think?
Meebo.
Meebo, okay.
This is a surveillance platform only. It is not weaponized, and it doesn't drive itself. This is operated by one of the members of the Denver Police Department that is trained to run it. So it's a really good tool in that it can get places quickly and it can open doors and shut doors. Our old robot could do that, but in a lot more time and a lot more effort. So this will be faster, and the faster it is, the faster we can open things back up. So when we're investigating a suspicious package, everything is closed down, people are evacuated, services stop. The faster that we can get down there and fix that, the better for us, the better for the community. So the bomb squad will use it to help investigate suspicious packages, and the SWAT team will use it when they are securing buildings and searching for suspects that might be hidden inside those buildings. And generally, it's just going to be used for anything that we can figure out will help make the citizens of the city and county of Denver safe. We also use it for community outreach. So events like today where we can meet with kids and get a positive experience with police officers. We partner with the Spark program. We'll show the kids the robots. We'll also be going to robot clubs, and we're hoping that the kids keep striving to build a better robot, and so eventually we can have something that's even better and keeps us even more safe.
When the dog first came out and just the excitement and the shock and awe, we love to bring the Denver Police Department out as often as we can to really build those relationships with our kids.
And that's what we're looking for. We like positive interactions with the kids. Anytime that the kids can interact positively with the police officers, that's always good for us, and that's what we like.
We want our students to know that the sole purpose of the Denver Police Department is to help the community.
While we're not taking care of bomb calls in the city, we're doing outreach and doing this community piece with children and with the community. And I think this will be a great tool in that.
So all of our students are back in their classrooms. They are coming together in small groups, brainstorming different ideas for this dog's name, and then ultimately they'll go through a voting process in their classroom and get it down to one name per classroom. And then we'll turn over those 17 names to our partners in the Denver Police Department, and the fellows will get to look at all of those names and decide which name they like the best.
So I am here trying to learn how to fly a drone in the drone zone at the Discovery Center. How about that? Let's see if I can get it back here. Nope. You know, the future of technology is in pretty good hands with a program called FIRST. Thousands of kids worldwide compete building robots, including a group in Aurora.
3, 2, 1.
It's metal, wires, and gears, all built from scratch by this FIRST robotics team.
We are the curiously crafty quest of quintessential coders.
Didn't quite catch that?
Curiously crafty quest of quintessential coders.
Or
Q squared C cubed. We are an all-girls team.
Whoa, can you scoot backwards a little bit?
9 girls from 4 different Aurora schools make up the Q squared C cubed team. The squad is one of only a few all-girls teams at FIRST competitions in Colorado.
With an all-girls team, it gave more leadership opportunities to girls and also gave them the opportunity to communicate with one another differently.
Team mentor Katrina Darrow says the group is about to start their 2nd season. This year, they're entering the FIRST Tech Challenge, which means they designed a new robot and will face a new set of tasks and games.
Drop, drop, drop.
But 13-year-old student coach Alexa Darrow says they're ready.
Yeah.
She's been a part of FIRST since 2018, and it was the perfect fit for her engineering passion.
It was a space year, and I really love space. It's extremely fun.
The team designs, builds, and codes the robot, which requires an impressive skill set.
And we program in Java. Last year as FLL teams, we all programmed in Python, so we've switched to Java this year, which has been fun and at times kind of difficult.
If you're lost on what that means,
They're programming languages, if that helps.
the team also 3D prints their pieces on the robot.
This is working.
When it comes to the games, the robot must navigate tricky tasks like drive itself for 30 seconds.
Perfect.
And it must be able to pick up pieces of plastic and put it in a bin. The team is showing other girls what's possible in a world of STEM.
It also inspires girls who may or may not be on our team to be in either the FIRST community or join STEM.
Katrina adds she loves seeing the benefits of an all-girls squad.
Ooh, it's okay.
They work through it together, they encourage each other. There's a lot of confidence building that has occurred.
While FIRST is a competition, it is more than robots.
It definitely teaches you teamwork and leadership skills where you can ask questions and learn. It's incredible.
The group received a scholarship from Google to compete this year, but they usually rely on donations to keep their robot running. And they won an innovation competition in December. We're here with Nyla Rampersad at the Space Foundation Discovery Center. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here.
So a lot of people may not know about this place. What is the Space Foundation?
So Space Foundation is a nonprofit organization established in 1983. Our mission is to connect all the different factors and sectors of the space ecosystem. So we provide education, collaboration, and trusted information. At Discovery Center, we really strive to help everyone find their place in space through 3,000 square foot of hands-on immersive experiences, fun for the whole family.
So this place is really cool, and you said they redid it a couple of years ago.
We did. We were lucky enough to get a grant where we could really boost up the spaces here so that we have more hands-on interactive experiences, but also a lot of rare artifacts, things that have actually been to space, to help inspire all different generations to find their place in space.
So you talked about the hands-on experiences here. Talk about some of the exhibits.
We are full of all different kinds of spaces that are fun for the entire family. We have a drone zone, we have a Mars robotics laboratory, we have Boeing additive Additive Manufacturing Space Lab, and our El Palmar Space Gallery is full of all different kinds of things. You can actually see some stuff that went to space, you can test out a rocket engine, you can build your own rocket, all different kinds of things.
So I got to try the drone zone earlier.
Yes.
Wasn't very good at it. But nevertheless, you said that's going to be used for competition, right?
Ideally, yeah. So it is a regulation size drone zone for soccer. We hope to have it as an opportunity for local high school students who want to get their hands involved in robotics themselves as a way to kind of open the doors or gates to them in this world of drone zone flying.
Love that. What is your favorite exhibit here?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm probably gonna have to say our Northrop Grumman Science on a Sphere exhibit. The reason I love this exhibit so much is that it really brings the wonders and beauty of space to you. We are able to bring all different kinds of real-time data sets from all over the universe to people here to really get them excited and inspired about what space has for them.
I understand that you are going to have an exhibit on the James Webb Telescope. Not the real telescope, but you'll have a model of it, right?
Yes, we are honored to have the world's only full-scale James Webb Space Telescope model here, generously donated to us by Northrop Grumman. We are developing a campaign to create a beautiful place to showcase this amazing model, and we're in the works to create a really inspiring and immersive experience, not only to celebrate all the accomplishments James Webb Space Telescope has done, but to inspire next generations to create more kinds of technology like this.
You had a visitor recently, I'm told. Senator Hickenlooper was here. What was his reaction to this place?
Oh, he was blown away. One, of just the amazing amount of things and opportunities for people to enter the space ecosystem that were not there 20, 30, even 10 years ago. And then the ability to get people inspired and excited to really help fill the STEM workforce gap. We're finding that in the United States we are lacking in the STEM talent workforce, especially in the aerospace industry. So it was really an opportunity to help inspire and showcase what we're doing to help kind of decrease that gap, really create opportunities, lighting those pathways for our next generations to find their future.
We saw earlier some kids come through here, and kids just love this place because kids love space.
Of course.
But adults do too, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, talk about that.
I think it's important to highlight to adults that you never stop learning and you never stop growing or you never stop playing, right? Exploring and being curious, that's part of being a human. It's in your DNA and part of your nature. When we have opportunities to show adults how they can also not only contribute to their children or students' success in space, but also their own, how they can find their place in space, either by supporting their students or by discovering new novel career pathways that they may not have even considered before. This is an opportunity to feel inspired and really get that passion or motivation to find your place in space.
You're never too old to be a kid, especially here, I'm
Absolutely
guessing.
not, yes, for sure.
If somebody wants more information on this place or wants to visit, what should they do?
Absolutely, so our website has the most up-to-date information. It's www.discoverspace.org. On there you'll find a plethora of events, programs, and information for everyone and anyone that could possibly need it. You'll also find a link to our calendar with a bunch of upcoming events. One that I'm especially proud to talk about is our National Space Day event. It will be on May 3rd. Free admission to Discovery Center. Please come, bring your whole family. It's going to be a blast.
Nyla, it has been terrific being here. Thank you again for inviting us. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Happy to have you here.
And we will have more science and technology when we come back.
A lot of my friends told me that I wasn't going to be able to do it. You don't need to start out with a teenager because they've had all these things that they've gone through.
Could we give him the things he needed to be a successful adult?
What parent isn't worried about, what am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough?
That's my son.
My dad showcased a sense of love that I never had before.
I had a rough time, but I saw that even though the way I was acting, they didn't push me away.
She says that we're her heroes, but she's also mine.
I've had 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
How you guys raised me is absolutely amazing, and I really appreciate that.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
We're here in the solid rocket booster ring at the Discovery Center. A lot of technology goes into all this stuff. And speaking of technology, farmers and ranchers on the Eastern Plains use it to work smarter and run more efficient businesses.
Curtis Dutro. We live eastern Colorado. The town is Carville. We'd be about 35 miles south of Hugo. It's a lot better than it used to be. When it was just all copper lines, it wasn't good. We had to get Starband internet, and it was fair at best. And then when Eastern Slope took the initiative to get the RUS loan several years ago, they were able to replace all the mainline fiber. That helped a bunch. There's a few towns that were really lacking in the internet part, and then they started on one of the exchanges, but it was going to take time with Eastern Slope to do it themselves and a lot of money that wasn't there. And then we got the Reconnect grant when those funds became available, and now we'll be able to do the other 9 exchanges through Reconnect in over a 5-year period. So at any given point right now is bull sale season. We can get online, there's several sites out there, and then these companies use those sites and we can physically get on, we can watch the auction, and we can bid. We've done it that way several times. We really like it. There's online auctions for equipment now. I mean, everything is so mobile. We buy stuff out of Kansas that we never would have bought before because of the travel time, but without the high-speed internet, it's not possible. I've thought about it a lot, what does change, and we have a small farming operation, small feedlot, grow yard, and then a cow-calf operation. The technology that I've used isn't to its full extent. You know, currently we can go ahead and log our feeding records, and then we have to come back and we have to log them on hard drive, when it could be done wirelessly. So the opportunities that are there. We're 35 miles where we live here from the nearest police station. We're 15 miles from the nearest ambulance, and these instances don't always happen at home. They happen out in a pasture, they happen out at a field. We have to be able to make that phone call via cell phone, and the cell phone tower can't be put up without the proper fiber to go to it. So Eastern Slope having this fiber, they can go ahead and provide to the cell phone provider to go ahead and put up a tower. I think you're going to see a lot more of them. You never know what's next, right? I'm sure there was a point when they thought copper lines, it's not going to get any better than this. We don't have to call into the operator and get connected. I mean, and then fibers come along and internet. What's next? You know, that's the big thing.
This is a prototype mirror of the James Webb Space Telescope. It's on display here at the Discovery Center. You know, residents of Broomfield can make their voices heard through an online platform. It is called Broomfield Voice.
I think it's super important for community members to be involved in what's going on in their community because you live there. This is your space.
I think it's very important for the city to have a platform to share what's going on, projects and art and everything with the residents. I think Broomfield Voice is a great tool.
Help shape your community through Broomfield Voice. Broomfield Voice is the City and County of Broomfield's online engagement platform. On Broomfield Voice, you can vote on public artwork, weigh in on development applications, share your experience with transit services, and so much more. The City and County of Broomfield feels community feedback is critical to the decision-making process about projects that benefit the community. Public input, combined with data and an understanding of available resources, drive more sustainable decisions. On Broomfield Voice, you can learn about projects happening right now in Broomfield. You can search for projects by topics that interest you by using the search bar and filters, or by selecting project type in the top menu. Projects with active surveys, maps, forums, and more can be found in the Engage Now section on the homepage. Once you select a project, you'll be taken to the project page, where you can learn more about the project, view timelines, key dates, documents, and most importantly, engage. Each project has at least one engagement tool, such as surveys, forums, brainstorming tools, interactive maps, and more. You can use these tools to provide input, share your ideas, ask questions, and read the most up-to-date project news.
This mural is the Broomfield Dragon. It feels fantastic to know that the community voted for this and selected this, because you know you're painting something that people wanted to see. They are excited about it as well.
I'm part of the Open Space and Trails Advisory Committee to Council. I think is so important. I've seen so many things tweaked and changed and improved simply because of the feedback that's been received. Spending the time, at least listening and hopefully providing feedback in whatever mechanism people are comfortable with, I think is so important.
My traffic box wrap was inspired by this one fox that lived in our neighborhood. It feels really good knowing that the community got to see and vote for my design.
Seeing art displayed that we've been a part of that decision, it makes you feel, again, like important and valued by your local government.
It's a wonderful asset for us as members of the community that we know that, oh yeah, our feedback's listened to. They actually care about it. It's not just hyped.
I definitely think it's super important and super valuable for Broomfield Voice to exist. It's so community focused, and it to me feels like you're not just saying that, you're actually providing resources to make the community a true community.
Make your voice heard today on Broomfield Voice.
You know, you can even visit Jupiter here at the Discovery Center. It's pretty cool. The city of Denver uses AI to help its customers. And last year, they had an artificial intelligence summit.
Today we are hosting in Denver the first summit of its kind, which is Den AI, with a focus on how can government and private sector partner to use AI for good. How do we use it to solve some of the hard social problems we're working on? Everything from how do you reduce the amount of time it takes to get a permit through the city, to making traffic run more smoothly, to doing better crime prevention. We think there are ways that this technology can be used to both make government more efficient, less expensive, and get better outcomes.
And there's a lot happening with AI and technologies like generative AI. And so we're excited to embrace the technology in a responsible way with ethical considerations so that we can take the power of AI and unleash it for social good.
And so why don't you just organize Denver to have all those people here in Denver? It's a great place. Turns out we did.
Yeah, one of the things that's exciting about today is we have companies that are coming with ideas they have to see what might help us in the city. One we saw this morning that's focused on accelerating permitting time that makes it easier to get permits for your house faster. That's a citywide goal we have. Another one that makes it easier to buy supplies for our general services team when we're buying literally nuts and bolts and individual tools. Makes simple processes like that much, much faster. We know there's a lot of great ideas around education, tutors customized for every child that might need it. So we think there are real hopeful advances, and we're looking forward to see what they can do.
People are engaging with the City and County of Denver on more and more diverse topics, and we need to make a simple way for them to do that. Right now I run the 311 call center, so we're quickly adapting to our residents who want to text but do not want to call. So we partnered with a great vendor, CityBot, and we took our entire denvergov.org website and we built it into this chatbot. We launched Sunny in March of this year, and it's now handling on a busy day 40% of our interactions. So we're seeing that the adoption is quick, and we have really only scratched the surface as far as who knows about it. And we're just thinking this will grow and grow.
Really excited to be part of the Denver AI Summit. I'll be sharing a little bit about AMP's work in sustainability, essentially our robots and their impact on the recycling industry. So at AMP, we've used AI to build a next generation of recycling facility. We're able to build fully automated recycling facilities around robotics and all sorts of other technologies. They're very high performance. They're able to recover more materials. What AI does for us is allows us to sense all the different material we put in the recycling bin, and we've been able to build facilities that can sort the material directly out of the garbage, which opens up all sorts of new doors for the world of waste. What's important is AI is making it more profitable to harvest those materials, so you see an even greater incentive. You see businesses wanting these materials, and that's what we're trying to do. We don't really program the AI. We show it millions of examples of bottles and cans and paper, and we say, these are #1 plastics, so Pepsi bottles, Gatorade bottles, everything. And it looks for correlations. It basically looks for logos, shapes, textures. It essentially uses the same things that we use to identify. So it's like, oh, it's transparent, it kind of has the shape, that's probably a #1 plastic. It's learning to identify what people can identify. It's using fairly commoditized hardware, so it's lower cost than what's been possible in the past. And then you also end up having a high degree of reliability.
I think the challenge we face is how do we implement what might be a new technology that folks aren't familiar with or aren't comfortable with yet. And the other is, I think, helping make sure people are informed about what these tools do. We think it actually net contributes to the economy, and it also allows, in the instance of our city workers who are working around the clock right now or with not enough resources, them to have some of the time-consuming parts of their job taken care of for them so they can then focus on the things that only people can do and people can do best.
We want to get the bots to do the transactional work and the transformational work to humans. So when people feel great about their daily work and that they're adding value to the organization, that to me is success.
The next generation will be digital children, so they will expect the government to have digital channels, and we're going to deliver.
And I know people have questions, they have curiosity, sometimes they have concerns. And what we want to do is both get familiar with what positive impact this can have, encourage companies to help develop solutions we need for problems we're facing, and put in place the right set of guardrails to make sure that the use of AI is responsible and that it protects people's privacy and safety. We think we can do all those. We think this is a real opportunity to leverage the best of AI to help make our lives better.
Had to stop for a photo op with George, one of the most popular exhibits at the Discovery Center. Our thanks to the Space Foundation Discovery Center in Colorado Springs for having us out today. We're going to leave you from the Mars Robotic Laboratory, where I'm going to drive a rover around a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm going to turn up the speed a little bit. We'll see you next time on Connected Colorado.